Hello, today we will start number lecture 5 on the subject comparative typology, English, Kazakh and Russian languages. The theme of our lecture, families of languages in the world today. And the plan of our lecture, families of languages in the world today and classification of languages, genealogical, typological or morphological and areal. The families of language in the world today. A language family is a group of language related by descent from a common ancestor called the proto-languages of the family. There are over 100 language families in the world. The most widespread language families are the Indo-European family, is the most widely studied family of languages and the family with the largest number of speakers. Languages include English, Spanish, Portuguese, French, Italian, Russian, Greek, Hindi, Bengali, and the classical languages of Latin, Sanskrit, and Persian. The Uralic family is a family found in Europe, Hungarian, Finnish, and Siberia, Mordvin, with complex noun structures. And the Altaic family is a family spread from Europe, Turkish, throughout Central Asia, Mongolia, to the Far East, Korean and Japanese. These languages have the interesting property of vowel harmony. The Sino-Tibetan family is an important Asian family of the languages that includes the world's most spoken languages, Mandarin. These languages are monosyllabic and tonal. Families of language in the world today, classification of languages. The Malaya-Polynesian family is family consisting of over 1,000 languages spread throughout the Indian and Pacific Ocean as well as Southeast Asia. Languages include Malaya, Indonesian, Maori, and Hawaiian. The Afro-Asiatic family is a family that contains languages of Northern Africa and the Middle East. The dominant language are Arabic and Hebrew. The Caucasian family is a family based around the Caucasus Mountains between the Black Sea and the Caspian Sea. Georgian and the Chechen are the main languages. They are known for their large number of consonants. Dravidian family contains the language of southern India, in contrast the Indo-European languages of northern India. Tamil is the best known of these languages. Austroasiatic family is a family of scattered group of languages in Asia. They are found from eastern India to Vietnam. Languages include Vietnamese and Khmer. Classification of languages, genealogical, typological, morphological, and areal. Here is the Scandinavian subgroup, East German subgroup, and the West German subgroup. Classification. The West German subgroup consists of the following languages: the English, German, and Dutch, and Prussian. The English language is one of the widely used languages of the world. It's spoken in England, the USA, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, Liberia, and some other countries. Geographically, English is the most widespread language and is second only in Mandarin Chinese. The number of the people who speak it 70% of the population of China. Nowadays, English is the most widespread with 400 million speakers. English has the largest vocabulary with approximately 500,000 of words and 300,000 technical terms. English is the large of technology, business, sport, and aviation. So, English belongs to Indo-European language family, Germanic group, the West German subgroup. Russian belong to Indo-European language family, Slavonic subgroup, East Slavonic subgroup. The second largest language family. The second largest language family is Turkic language family, which consists of about 32 languages. It must be said that up to date, the classification of Turkic languages remains controversial. In different sources, one can meet various classifications. Generally, in the world, 23 language families are distinguished. The aim of typological or morphological classification is to determine mainly the grammatical structure of the given language. The typological classification of languages enables us to speak about isolating or analytical, agglutinative, or inflecting types. English is the fact a fairly mixed type of language. Invariable rules such as a preposition, conjunction, and many adverbs are isolating in type. In many cases, they are monomorphemic. For example, since, from, as, when, etc. The grammatical states and the class membership are determined by the syntactical relation to the rest of the sentence in which they appear without any formal mark of their own ruled structure. The West Germanic languages are divided into following groups: Dutch, High German, and Low German. High German. The principle of High German is Modern German, as also known as Standard German. The surviving Low German languages are Dutch, Flemish, Frisian, and English. Dutch is the language of the Netherlands, Flemish, or Belgian. Dutch is spoken in northern Belgium. More than half of the Belgian population speaks Flemish. South French is currently used throughout the country. Frisian is spoken by the people on the coastal island of the North Sea, particularly in the North Netherlands province of Friesland. Frisian differ considerably from Dutch and is nearest of the Germanic languages to English. English is considered to be an offshoot of an Anglo-Frisian dialect that must have been fairly widespread before the Germanic tribes invaded England. Here is you can see the Indo-European family. Language, as we mentioned, modern Indo-European language are divided into several groups such as Indian, Roman, Slavic, Iranian, Greek, Baltic. The Slavonic languages are divided into three subgroups. East Slavonic subgroup includes Russian, Ukrainian, and Belarusian. The typological classification of language enables to divide languages into inflecting or inflectional, agglutinative or agglutinating, amorphous or isolating, and incorporating or polysyntactic languages. In conclusion, I want to say that the primary goal of areal classification is to analyze and compare language without considering their genealogical relationship. This approach aims to identify common linguistic elements that have emerged due to prolonged mutual influence among languages coexisting within a specific geographical region. The focus of such investigation includes various aspects of linguistic interaction, such as borrowed elements found in different languages, the dynamic of language contact, the formation of linguistic union, and the phenomena of bilingualism. Throughout this classification, scholars seek to understand how languages influence in another when they are too close proximity, leading to shared features despite their differing origins. Thank you for your attention. See you soon.